Hey y'all. So I received a question from someone who is very close to me, and I had not planned to hop back on here, but after I got this question, it kind of coincided with another one I received, and I just wanted to jump on and go ahead and answer this. So the question was, now that your story is out there, do you feel like you can breathe and live fully and be all you completely? And it coincides with a question that I received a while back that just asked, what has your feedback been about your book since you released it? And, full transparency, it's just been really overwhelming. To answer this question, yes, I feel like I can breathe completely. I feel like I can be myself 100%. I feel like a lot of that comes from the fact that, my mom and I were actually having this conversation earlier today, where when you're in a spotlight, and you're someone who's really well known and you make a mistake and you fall, you've got all these eyes on you, and it's really hard to make it back to a place of redemption, where people really feel like, you are once again, who you claim to be. And, I said in my case, I kind of feel like, I wasn't this known person, like I'm just some average person. And, I lived my life and I made my mistakes, and God broke me completely. And He rebuilt all of those pieces. And then I told my story, and so I had people who really had their shock factor when I chose to tell that story, and then they had their reaction. And so, I'm kind of in this position where there are people who are just learning about it, and I'm at that place where I am completely unmasked and completely living in this freedom where I'm like, God, finally, there's like this release. And I was sharing with someone yesterday that it's completely different, when I have people contacting me saying, I'm so proud of you, and I really appreciate your vulnerability. And I've had conversations with my mom or with my daughter or with my sister that I would not have been able to have if you hadn't released this book. And I'm so grateful for that. Like, I never imagined that God would use this story to the magnitude that He has. And I understand there's people who are more comfortable sending me inbox messages to tell me about their testimonies, than to say it outwardly, and that's completely okay. But I think the ones that hit me the hardest are the people who have known me my whole life, who do know my story, and who saw the spark in me disappear, who can now see that spark coming back. And, and so I would really say, like, live your truth. It's so much more freeing just to be you, y'all. Like, it means so much to me, when people who see you every day, people that know you and that really know who you are, can look at you and say, hey, like, I see a difference. Like, I see there's something different about you. I see like this spark coming back. Like, my dad had said to me a long time ago, but he said, the spark in you is gone. He's like, I don't know what happened, but I miss that. And so I'm grateful that that spark is coming back, and I'm grateful that there's this work that God is doing, and I can live in that freedom, and I don't have to live intimidated by the fact that someone else might not be okay with that. If they're not okay with it, then they don't need to be a part of it, And for the first time in my life, I think for the first time in a very long time, I really am okay with moving on and moving past anyone who isn't able to live with me in this free place. So, yeah, I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Enjoy your holidays. See you next time.